Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOI Sports, your daily guide to all that's happening in the IPL 2025 edition. It's Beyond the Boundary tab, and we've got Dwaipa and Datta joining us from Chennai. And we'll have one more guest joining us shortly. Dwaipan, last night was a bit of a uh, downer for most fans because the match did not live up to the billing or to the hype that all of us sort of generated for that clash. Were you also disappointed?
I was disappointed with the way Punjab Kings batted. It's okay to lose a couple of wickets, but then after losing two wickets, why were they being so bullish about it? I could not quite understand. They why can't you make a match out of it? Like why keep hitting and hitting and hitting and getting out the way they did? It, you have lost two wickets, buckle down. You have a player like Shreyas Iyer who can be so good. Why can't he just buckle down, see out the difficult overs, and get a total of around 160, 170 from where the bowlers get a chance. It is fine. I understand that this hitting, not stopping and playing top gear cricket, it sometimes pays off. Probably it will pay off in the next game, and they will make the final. But sometimes it looks really silly, and I have a problem with this Australian mindset of not caring for the situation and just going for the shots. I think that let Punjab down very badly yesterday.
I think your dog also agrees with you. We've got Gaurav Gupta also joining us. Gaurav, quickly, just not laboring too much on the match yesterday, but it was quite a disappointing finish.
Well, it was firstly a pleasure to talk about cricket with both of you again. See, I thought Punjab were completely sort of they showed up with their inexperience. Their inexperience showed up on the occasion. See, they have been not here at this stage except for once in their whole career in their history in 2014, and I doubt that anybody in this team was part of that 2014 team. So I think that inexperience. And having said that, obviously the captain is an IPL winning captain from last year, Shreyas Iyer, and I thought he led the way in terms of poor shots. His shot was uncalled for when they were already two down. Both the openers had lost their wickets cheaply, and the ball was sort of and Hazelwood was going all guns. I said now yesterday, once Hazelwood was there in the mix, I knew that RCB is going to have an edge, and similar is going to be the case in the final as well. There's some bowlers who make a huge difference to the side. Jasprit Bumrah, Mitchell Stark, Josh Hazelwood. These are world champion bowlers. Once they come into the mix, then the team that has them becomes a different proposition altogether. And I think that's what showed yesterday. I mean, although I would praise Yash Dayal as well for bowling well, initially getting the wicket of Priyansh Arya. I'm driving away from the body. Prab Simran Author, I thought played a very poor shot. दो चौके उन्होंने मार दिए, एक six मारा, and then immediately again he wanted to charge down the wicket, ended up edging the ball to Bhuvaneshwar, I think. And it was a poor, or I think maybe it was Hazelwood. So it wasn't a shot that was for that pitch. I mean, it was just. I think this is what happens when you make 200 too many 200 plus scores. And Mullanpur is a pitch that should have been better assessed by the team management of Punjab Kings. That here is a pitch where we have not done well in this tournament, where which has offered life to the bowlers. A much needed life which has been missing from. And I really plead to the IPL authorities, please आप ऐसे wickets और बनाओ, ऐसे pitches और बनाओ, because ये contest में मजा आता है, rather than those 200 plus draft totals and those chases which become boring actually. और 15-16 ओवर में 17 ओवर में रन बन जाते हैं. I thought this kind of a wickets really sort of give life to a contest, and we saw how Suya Sharma also bowled brilliantly. I thought Mushir Khan also was a disappointment. उनका IPL debut हुआ, impact player की तरह आए, played that sweep shot, but then it's sort of impossible and unfair to judge him based on just one innings as an impact player after 6-7 players have gone, so for 5-6 wickets have gone down. But I thought that generally, I mean, they were Punjab Kings were not in the game yesterday at all. Even Marcus Stoinis played a poor shot. Then Josh English played a very poor shot, of Hazelwood. So there was nobody was willing to spend time at the wicket. सबको लगा कि बस मार मूर के हम निकल जाएंगे. And as Dwaipa rightly said, that's an approach that sometimes pays off and sometimes really bombs very badly. And this is what happened. I think it's a rude awakening for Punjab Kings before they play the second qualifier. Jolt that perhaps they needed before at the business end of the tournament. But obviously they would have liked to win this and have go straight into the final and get a few extra days rest in. But I think RCB, the way they played, the way they were fired up, they deserve to go through.
Japan history says that the winner of the qualifier one has a very good chance of winning the tournament. Does that matter at all?
Of course it does. Of course it does. The team gets the rest. They get to the venue of the final earlier. They assess the situation. So, and you have to take into account the fact that the winner of the qualifier one is normally the best team of the tournament. That is why they are playing qualifier one, and that is why they have won that qualifier one. So more often than not, they are the best team of the tournament, but I have seen it backfiring also. I think it was 2013 when CSK had won the qualifier one, went to Calcutta, sat there for a week. Of course, the spot fixing scandal was brewing at that point of time. Mumbai Indians walked all their way up to the final and then they beat them in Calcutta very badly. So it has happened before, not that it doesn't happen, but of course, the team that wins the qualifier one is at as of today is the overwhelming favorite for various reasons, and one of them being that they are just one match away and they are the best team of the tournament. So that's that.
Okay, slightly shifting our focus away from the IPL, we'll come back to the eliminator clash. We still have 20 minutes for the toss. Gaurav, the India A tour of England has started. India A versus England Lions. The game has started, and as of 6:30, and I can update you further that India A are 112 for two right now. Karun Nair is batting on 39, and Sarfraz Khan is on 29. Abhimanyu Ishwaran, once again, disappointing. But you can also pardon him because he's not played any cricket for like 3-4 months. He made 8. Yashasvi Jaiswal made 24. How do you see this contest? Good contest for the test hopefuls. At least 5-6 guys in the 11 can make it to the test 11.
Well, definitely, and I was happy that India. I mean, got to play against an opposition that has a couple of players from the senior team. I think Rihan Ahmed hai wahan par, leg spinner, Indian leg spinner. He's there in that team.
Josh Hull is
So
also
that,
there.
sorry.
Josh Hull, the fast bowler, the left arm fast
Yeah,
bowler.
the Josh Hall, yeah, fast
He,
bowler is also there. So अच्छा है कि अच्छा opposition खेलने को मिल रहा है उनको. Normally, traditionally, the BCI officials have told me that in the past few times it has happened that the A opposition of the सामने वाला team hasn't been great, and that doesn't offer too much good practice to our India A guys. But that is good to see that and Abhineshwaran again, yeah, as you said, it would be difficult, tough and unfair to judge him just again based on one innings after a few months of absolutely no cricket for him. Suddenly he's coming out in the cold and playing here, and it's obviously not easy opening the innings in England. So थोड़ा सा उनको hopefully that margin is given to him. सरफराज और अच्छा खेल रहे हैं करुण, and I'm glad there's live telecast on a couple of platforms, and so the cricket fans can savor that telecast and follow these guys. I mean, good to see Yashasvi is still not out there, is he? No,
no,
Yashasvi?
he's gone.
No, he's got
Yashasvi is
out for
out.
24. Sorry, I mean Karun Nair and Sarfaraz. So I guess Sarfaraz will have a plenty to prove, because plenty to sort of make a point, because he has been and I feel, and a lot of people feel, that unfairly been dumped from India's test side, not been given a single test match in Australia. तो उनके लिए अच्छा है. और करुण, I'm sure if he makes a good score here, he's walking into that 11 at number 6. Is what I feel.
Interesting development, Dwepan. News coming in that KL Rahul has requested that he be allowed to go early to be there in England to play. Something similar happened in Australia as well. It helped him in the first test match, but after that he tapered off. It's good to see a senior player taking some kind of initiative.
Of course, like yeah, that shows how earnest he is, how keen he is to perform, and that's a step in the right direction. Like, uh, if possible, I don't know if he will be pressed for time, but Shubman Gill also should have, if he had the time, if it was just a one. There was a 1 week gap in between, so between the IPL, like if suppose today Gujarat Titans lose, then there is no reason why Shubman Gill also should not go. Like he should also go. So it's a step in the right direction, and it's good that it is coming from a senior player. He is showing how keen he is, and I'm sure it will have good results once the test series starts.
What's the verdict on Shubman, Gigi? Is he likely to go? I thought that there's a press conference on 5th of June. Shubman and Gautam, the other Gigi, are going to address a press conference before they leave for England. So he can't make it in time for the second match, can he?
The second match is from the 6th, right? Or from the
Yes,
5th?
no, six starts from the 6th.
And the BCCI release said that he would be there along with Sai Sudarshan
Right, Subhash.
for the
But
second match.
yeah, but now it looks unlikely if he's going to address a media conference on 5th of June.
Yeah, that's a tricky one then for the BCCI to decide, and something for us reporters to explore whether he's going to be addressing that press
But
conference.
because
Yes,
I
there
saw
was
some
a
report,
story. I think there
there
was
was
a
a
story
story
that
that he may not play.
yeah, he will
Both he
not
and Sai
play.
Sudarshan will not play.
Possibly because again ये बहुत tight हो जाएगा यार. Third, I mean they're playing the if
अगर
GT
फाइनल
go
खेल
through
रहा है
to
तो
the final, then you're looking at them playing a county match in 2 days. I mean India A game in 2 days. I mean that's not going to happen clearly. So ऐसे नहीं होता. I mean you need some time to sort of unwind after you sort of get over jet lag and stuff after you land in England. It's not like somebody's put a gun to your head and said that you have to play this A game. They can always have a few practice sessions and go into that extra intra squad game. So I think that's going to happen. और वही होने वाला है. Definitely, I think Gill will address the pre-tour press conference as the new captain of the Indian team. I think the BCI will expect that, and वो होने वाला है along with Gigi, because there will be a lot of questions in the media's mind, and Gill has never addressed a conference as the India captain. This will be his first, so I'm sure वो होने वाला है 5th को. I'm expecting that to happen in Mumbai. In fact, I'm leaving for Ahmedabad tomorrow to watch the playoffs. And it's coming back on 4th, and expect that PC to happen on 5th, and hopefully I should be attending it.
So you're only watching, you're not reporting.
Now, right now, it's all I don't know. Right now, there's no clarity around that. But definitely on 5th, I think शुभमन और जीजी का प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस रहेगा. वो तो मुझे पूरा पूरा लगता है कि होगा definitely somewhere near the airport, obviously, but definitely it will be there.
Interesting. Coming back to the IPL now, the eliminator clash. The toss happens in 14 minutes. Dwepan, Mumbai versus Gujarat. Are you still backing Mumbai to win this contest?
yes, like on if you go by current form, of course, like you have to back Mumbai, the quality of players that they have. Uh, yeah, and the fact that Josh Butler is not there, I think Kusal Mendes will play in his place. That's what I had been hearing. So, but then this Gujarat team is so top heavy, so top. It is so dependent on those top three, and the one of them going away is it should be a blow. It should be a blow, and I hope they unleash Jasprit Bumrah up top to get one of those two wickets, so that they are in the Mumbai are in the game right from the beginning. It is important for Bumrah to strike first and get one of Sai Sudarshan or Shubman Gill out of the way. Then I think it could be a case of a battle uphill for Gujarat Titans. And don't forget that their bowling, Rashid Khan's poor form has also been a cause of worry. There have been they actually tapered off once it restarted. Like this, though these two defeats they had na, against CSK and I think LSG,
LSG, LSG.
LSG, like one win would have taken them to one of the one or two
Top two.
one versus two games. So that they missed. So they are going in a downward spiral. So they will have to arrest that. And Mumbai Indians is not the easiest team to play when you are not at your best.
Gaurav, what's the update on the people who are leaving from the Mumbai camp? Ryan Rickleton, Will Jacks, Corbin Bosch, they've all left?
Yeah, they were never supposed to be there for the playoffs because South Africa will need Bosch and Rickleton for the World Test Championship final. In preparation to that, and in preparation to that, they're playing a test or something against Zimbabwe,
Of
I believe, on
four-day
the
game
third.
against Sri Lanka.
4 day game.
Zimbabwe.
Is that a test match or just a practice game? Just
First
a
class match.
practice game, I
First class.
believe. Yeah.
First class match.
So practice match. Yeah. So they will have to be mandatory because Shukri Conrad, the South Africa coach, was very clear. The new South Africa coach was very
No,
clear.
no,
कि
he's
मुझे
old.
sorry.
He's the old. He's the red ball coach. He's the new white ball coach also.
He's a new white ball coach also, ना? अच्छा, वो रेड बॉल से व्हाइट
But
बॉल में भी आ गए हैं.
he's been an old red ball coach.
Oh, coach. Okay, okay. हाँ, तो
Yeah.
Conrad said that by 26 I expect the players to be there for South Africa duty after the IPL. So he was not willing to make any compromises there. So इसीलिए ये दोनों तो निकल गए होंगे and Will Jacks भी निकल गए होंगे. So I guess that थोड़ा सा that way is it's a bit of a daunting task for because I mean do you expect Johnny Bairstow to suddenly come and start firing from England to India and that too at this stage of the competition? थोड़ा सा वो मुझे लगता है वो है उसके ऊपर एक सवालिया निशान है whether he can really do it straight away. रोहित अगेन इज somebody लगी तो लगी नहीं तो सवा लाख की मतलब उनका गेम तो भी पूरा full of risks हो गया है with no foot movement nothing. It's all all or nothing. So I don't know. I will depend heavily on Sky, on Surya Kumar Yadav for their runs, and that's not always a good situation. वो मुझे थोड़ा सा उनके लिए वहीं पर एक I'm worried. Tilak Verma has also not had a great season. Maybe this could be his match, but then so far तो नहीं हुआ है उनका great season. So I don't know. I mean, Nihal Vadera has been a very encouraging, but then again, he's somebody who can finish off an innings. So if they sort of maybe they'll target a sort of total that they won in that match against DC, I think, where they were going very slow, and then Nihal Vadera, hit those 3 4 6s. Sky was there, but is that going to happen every time? My thing is that they need to be more personnel chipping in for MI to really sort of maybe Hardik needs to come out with something special today. He has had a quiet tournament also with the bat. तो अगर वो सब होता है तो then I think and with Bolt and Bumrah I would never count world champion bowlers and Sky I would never count MI out. So it's going to be a very very Kantega contest.
Dwepan, we also saw visuals yesterday of Deepak Chahar with strap around his hamstring. Tilak Verma also, I think, some injury cloud. So that plus the fact that Ryan Rickelton and Will Jacks won't be there, does that weaken Mumbai in any way?
Weekend as in yes, definitely because Ryan Rickelton had fitted in very well. Having said that, Johnny Bairstow is a senior guy, has scored runs in IPL. Is coming on the back of a good T20 stint. I think at back home or some of the other leagues. I'm not very sure, but I just heard that he has been in good T20 form of late, and Johnny Bairstow has scored runs. So that is one thing, and I think I was just looking at the visuals whether Gleason is playing or I think a new face will be playing in place of the Deepak Chahar. Then because Corbin Bosch is not there, probably another foreign pace bowler will come in, and the batters will go probably one step
Yeah,
up. So
you're
that
right.
is
Richard Gleason and Johnny Bairstow have received their Mumbai Indians cap.
okay. Yeah. So Richard Gleason will be your Deepak Chahar's replacement. That is that. It is definitely a blow. There is no doubt. Especially, I think Deepak Chahar not being there is a because he had settled in well. He swings the ball. He gets you wickets, and he's senior. So he not being there could be a case of a worry. But then when you have a lot of bowling worries can be taken care of.
At the other end, Gaurav, Gujarat without someone like a Joss Butler, and we've seen in the previous few games that when the top order is not firing, they don't have the middle order to fight back. So that will be a worry for Gujarat. And their bowling also has given away 200 plus runs the last few games.
Yeah, twice in a row. Twice in a row, the bowlers are given 200 plus, which is not a good sign. Which is not a good sign. So I think उनके लिए बहुत चिंता का विषय है वो 200 बार 230 कंसीड करना फॉर जीटी और वो एक डेफिनेट वरिंग साइन है. अरशद खान स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं वहां पर काफी ज्यादा. आई एक्सपेक्ट हिम टू बी रिप्लेस्ड बट आई डोंट नो बाय होम व्हाट ऑप्शंस दे हैव. But Siraj obviously again much will depend on Siraj and Prasidh. And GT will be hoping that दोनों इंग्लैंड जाने से पहले जबरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस दें. राशिद खान हैज बीन स्ट्रगलिंग वेरी बैडली और वो बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया. आई थिंक जब से वो बैक सर्जरी हुई है राशिद खान की 23 में तब से थोड़ा स्ट्रगल ही किए हैं वो लास्ट 2 years. तो थोड़ा सा तकलीफ रहा है उनको. इज नॉट बीन एट हिज बेस्ट. इज दैट जिप दैट टर्न दैट गुगली वो उस तरह से नहीं मिल रहा उनको. तो मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा स्ट्रगल है वहां पर जीटी की बॉलिंग के लिए. डेफिनेटली एक एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न है. देयर इज टू मच एंड द बैटिंग आल्सो डज नॉट हैव जॉर्ज बटलर और नंबर 3. सो टॉप 3 जो कि बहुत सक्सेसफुल हुआ है, उसका 1/3 पोर्शन जा चुका है, एंड द bowling is out of form. So from here to, but then this is, you never know. I mean, this is the playoff stage, this is the eliminate. I mean, this is all or nothing for them. So they might just produce something out of the ordinary. Rashid Khan is highly experienced, the most experienced T20 player ever, perhaps. At least one amongst those top 4 5. So maybe he produces something special today, and inspires GT to a victory. We don't know. And with Gale and Sai Darshan in this form, who's to say कि वो अकेले ही खींच के ना ले जाए, अगर कुछ 170-80 का टारगेट या 190 का टारगेट, the way we saw in that match against DC, जहां वो दोनों ने अकेले ही रन खींच दिए सारे. So anything is possible in this IPL.
So news coming in that Gujarat have given their debut cap to Kusal Mendes, who came in as a replacement. So they also have a debutant in their lineup. So Kusal Mendes has come in. He'll replace Josh Butler as the wicketkeeper batter. Dwaypan, how do you see that change?
As I told in the beginning of the show, that was their go-to plan. Like Kusal Mendes is there with the team for a while. He has been training. He is getting used to it. But then it is impossible to replace a player of the quality of Josh Butler. So but Kusal Mendes is a senior guy, knows how to play, and if the top two give them a start, then Kusal Mendes is a solid hand. But do not expect a Josh Butler replacement. No, you cannot have that. Rajasthan Royals found out the hard way. Gujarat Titans will try to deal with the situation, but it will be difficult. It will be difficult, but Kusal Mendes is a good player. He's a good player, and he has been preparing for this game for a while. He has been with the team. So let's see. Let's see.
Uh, Gaurav, are you expecting bit of a disappointing clash because the players missing from the contest like yesterday? You're expecting uh, sort of a very mellowed down contest, or you're expecting it to be an even match?
Well, it should be a even match है. मतलब ये तो दो बड़ी टीमें हैं. Yesterday was an exception, I thought, and with Punjab Kings that was possible because they have almost never been there except for once. So I guess that's not the case with MI and GT. GT तो पिछले 3 साल में 2 साल में, I think 2022 से, इनफैक्ट हाँ, जब से वो sort of born हुए, they have been there for thrice, I think. 2 बार तो फाइनल में गए, एक बार टाइटल जीता. ठीक है. एंड लास्ट ईयर ऑफ कोर्स वाज अ बिट डिसअपॉइंटिंग फॉर देम. एमआई तो 5 टाइम चैंपियंस. आई एम श्योर दे आर रनिंग फॉर द 6th टाइटल. 5 साल हो गए हैं, तो आई एम श्योर देयर हाई प्रोफाइल ओनर्स will want a title in that in their cabinet, in their spacious and top class corporate office. So I guess तो थोड़ा सा वो होगा उनको, that will to that really desperation की टाइटल जीतना है. And this is a star-studded team, with Hardik Pandya leading them. So इस टीम को अगर टाइटल नहीं मिला तो वाकई में बहुत ही एक वो हमेशा याद रखा जाएगा कि जिस टीम में जसप्रीत बुमराह, हार्दिक पांड्या, सूर्य कुमार यादव, ट्रेंट बोल्ट, रोहित शर्मा ऐसे प्लेयर थे, वो टाइटल नहीं जीत पाए, एक साथ थे. आई मीन दे हैव वन टाइटल्स विद द सेम 11 एंड सेम स्क्वाड बिफोर, बट क्लियरली दे विल वांट टू हैव टाइटल नंबर 6 टू एंड दैट जिंक्स जो 5 साल से चल रहा है.
Okay, I was just quickly checking whether India is playing any test match at Mullanpur in the upcoming season against West Indies and South Africa. That's not happening. So I think that they will wait for the pitch over there to completely die down and the new set of spinners to come in before they try playing a test match at Mullanpur. Am I right?
Yeah, like Mullanpur is not there, so like yeah, the Test cricket is a different ball game altogether,
No, I'm just saying that,
especially.
the ball flying through just like at the old Mohali. They wouldn't want
But
that
the
to
thing,
happen at.
no, but I think
You
they have
you
they
remember
have
the first test match at you remember the first
of
test
course
match at Mohali,
Courtney Walsh that
and
which ended Vinod Kambli's Test career
also the
almost.
place where Manoj Prabhakar's nose was broken.
Yes.
Uh,
India crashed on day 5. I
yeah,
remember it
yeah.
very well. But that was an old Mohali. Like then they completely changed the nature of the Mohali pitch and it became very very docile.
So how much
So
longer
the
before Mullanpur's nature pitch also?
I think these days they have different pitches because in Mullanpur we have seen 200 plus games. So it's a choice of the pitch. I think Punjab Kings were a little too cocky yesterday. Like they chose a juicy track where they got stuck themselves. Like it is their home. I'm sure they are aware of the conditions. These days, every ground has 3 4 pitches which have different characters. So in Mullanpur, we have 200 plus chases. So and even RCB scored 100 in 10 overs. So it was not exactly like as juicy as it is being made out to be. So yeah, it was a combination of everything. Like, and I think Punjab Kings got it wrong. Punjab Kings just got it was just a forgettable day for Punjab.
Okay, just 1 minute to go for the toss. We'll keep you updated on the toss. Gaurav, what's your sense? Who's winning?
Oh, this one, I think Mumbai Indians. I think Mumbai Indians. I think they have the arsenal, they have the firepower, and I think Gujarat will be badly missing Butler at that number three spot, and the bowling also looks a bit tired and sort of ragged by now. Uh, and I think Gill could be feeling the pressure of captaincy suddenly, and I think MI would raise their game with the kind of players that they have in their setup. So I think MI.
What about you, Dwepan?
Should be Mumbai. Like Mumbai is the better team, no doubt. But if like Gujarat is a very tricky team to play. Like they have always been a tricky team, and they have this. And Nehra is a very extremely canny operator from outside, and he operates like a football coach. So as long as you have not beaten GT, you cannot be sure that you are going to win this match. So let's see. Like I don't think GT will go down without a fight. And I'm just waiting for the toss. Who bats? Like that is also an important thing. The in T20 cricket, like who's fielding first. So
Yeah, the
yeah.
toss is just about to happen. The two captains are
Okay.
at the toss.
Pandya has won the toss. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hardik Pandya has won the toss, as just a friend has confirmed, and we'll just let you know. And they were electing to bat. Interesting choice there, Dwepan.
Oh,
So very
yes,
interesting.
yes, yes. It's interesting. Uh, but choosing to bat, it's like going against the trend in Mullanpur. Probably they have enough confidence in their bowling, like that if they get a score of 200-ish, they will be able to defend it. That could be that, and putting pressure on those two guys, Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan, right at the top, because if when they play without that pressure of a target, they may be in a position to express themselves a little better. But moment you have a target in front, a 200-ish target, then things can go tricky. So I think that is the logic behind it. I don't see any other reason. And maybe the due is not happening, that they might have seen that there is no due is not happening. That could be another reason.
Gigi?
I think they will have to reassess complete after watching what happened yesterday. It would be foolhardy to again go in with the same approach. MI should completely sort of target a 160, 165 kind of a thing, score, and sort of look to defend it with all their. They have the bowling to defend it with Bolt and Bumrah being there, but they have to ensure that somehow they get to 160, and they don't end up playing like I'm sure, I don't know if Rohit Sharma would be told to sort of temper his game and look for, or maybe if Rohit can go at one end, then Bairstow can take his time, and he's also new to the conditions, and take in a few overs and then go for the slog, and then sort of leave the last 4 5 overs to Hardik, the likes of Hardik and Namandir to finish off. And Sky to sort of keep going in the middle. That should be the approach, but I hope they don't sort of go for the all or nothing approach, because they could fall flat on their face just like the Punjab Kings did yesterday. But I think it's a good news for GT in that sense. Somehow GT have been left with something that they perhaps would have preferred. Chasing. So if their bowlers give it, and they have good fast bowlers to exploit this pitch. Remember, Rabada nahi hai, lekin tab bhi, with these two, Siraj and Prasidh, I expect that they will get some good help from the wicket. And Rashid, if he gets his googlies going, we saw what Suyash did yesterday. Inciting three Punjab Kings batters to slog sweep, and all three were LBW. So if Rashid gets something similar, and he's obviously a far more accomplished bowler, then I see. Now actually I think that GT could be in the driver's seat. From I mean, if things what I'm expecting go accordingly, I see GT actually winning this contest. To be very honest.
Interesting that Mumbai has also given a game to Raj Angat Bawa, the former under 19 all rounder. This is his second game in this season. He previously played against Lucknow right at the start of the season in Lucknow. So it's a big moment for Raj Angat Bawa as well. We need to see how that pans out for Raj Angat Bawa. His first game since 4th April, believe it or not. So that's a big moment for him as well. So that's it for today, gentlemen. Dwepan and Gigi, thanks a lot for joining us today. And all of you sitting at home and watching us on TOI Sports, remember you can also be part of the conversation. Like, share, subscribe, and also press the notification bell if you're watching us on YouTube. Comment as well, so that you can get to know more about what Dwepan and Gaurav think why Mumbai are winning the trophy this time. That's it for today. Gentlemen, thanks a lot. We'll be back again tomorrow. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. It's goodbye and God bless from all three of us and our back end team. Goodbye.